Alright, we have a requested map, and this is requested on my YouTube. Alright. Alright, big room. We got gel here. We have potential for laser. We got turret. We have square. I don't know what square does. Does to change the polarity of the funnel. So I don't know what that does. Let me see. So I don't know what this does. So I know sometimes or hold on, let me before I'd say that, let me turn on this. Yeah, nothing happens. So I know sometimes inexperienced test builders will sometimes do this, where it's just a button here just to put a cube as kind of like a placeholder. I mean, don't do that. Because it's just confusing. Because I don't know if this button does something, or I don't know if it's just here for looks. And I might get back to this because I don't know where square and X is just looking around. Sometimes that's a problem, not always, but I'll come back to that, you know, because, you know, I'm eventually have to go back to that for something. Alright, so dash and moon. I like this, how I could clearly see what the signs, or what these are connected to. Like, unlike these, which I have no clue what they do. Over here, we have a long dark tunnel that leads to nothing. Pretty cool. And I can come over here, and there's a cube. Okay. Here's another problem. So, if I do this, am I now soft locked? Because there's no way to get that cube back unless I reset, which is no fun. So you should always include a cube dropper with your cubes, because if the cubes ever get disintegrated, or they ever get dropped in goo, there's no way to get them back. You should always have a cube dropper and a button next to it. Like maybe, no, this is, okay, that deactivates the panel. And you know what? Let me go back to the beginning of the test. Because you could do something unintended here. You could shoot a portal on the surface, jump across. Press this button. And then do this. And then there's the exit. So, I'm pretty sure that's unintended. Oh, dang it. So let me just go back. So that is something you want to fix. Okay, I'm back here. So instead of cheesing it, I'm just going to solve this and just give you as much advice. So yeah, doing this. That should open up this panel. And now I have a way out with this funnel. So let me bring the cube just in case. Find turrets. Okay, there's this, which doesn't really have a purpose. Oh, sorry, cube. Alright, now where I am. So I'm in the new area. And it looks like I just have to go around on these panels, which is not fun. Just sitting here waiting is not fun. You should have some sort of puzzle here. So, okay, dang it, I'm back here. So, let me just get back to that point. And let me just do it quickly. Alright, so you know how I could bring this cube with me, right? You can then come up here with the cube. Across. Press that, which has no reason. And let's say this emancipation field is not here. Save it. So I was able to bring the cube down here with me, and maybe there's a laser here, and I could redirect the laser to laser receivers, which will activate these. And maybe there's only like one or two of these um, pistons, because right, I have to sit here and wait for the piston, which is no fun. So there's a better design of how you could do this, which with the laser and the laser cube. Yeah, same thing here. There's no cube dropper, so if I lose this cube, it's gone forever, and I have to sit here and wait for this panel or this piston. Here we go. Okay. Alright. Oops, that's not what I want to do. So, here's another problem. You have this long, dark hallway. If you're... I mean, you should always avoid doing a long, dark hallway, but if you have to do it, add portals on opposite sides so I could quickly transverse it, because otherwise I just have to walk, which is no fun. There's also gel here. Another turret. There's a bunch of stuff here that have no antlines, no signs. Okay, this one has a cube dropper. So if I lose it, okay, good, it does come back. Alright, hopefully there's a way back from here. Yes. Alright, I didn't use these, so if something's not needed in the test, just remove it. You know, you don't need all that stuff. It has no point. So this goes down. This is really dark. Yeah, this is really dark. You should add some lighting in here. This is all portable. I can portal bump that. Okay, here's X. That was the panel at the start. Yeah, so I don't know. Do I want to bring this with me? I mean, I guess I don't really have to. Does this need to come off, maybe? They're still square. What do I need? Dots. So they're square. Okay. Let me press this button then. And I have a spot for a cube. And that's the test. And I have an extra cube, which is another thing you need to work on. Alright, I'm not going to finish the test yet. Let me turn on God mode just in case I die. Alright, so I will in the description of my video, I will link to another video that goes over how to make good tests. It's by Demon Arisen, and he has like a mini series that I don't know, he just gives really good advice on how to make good tests. But I will say some things right now. So the first thing you should do is think of a theme for the test. You know, do you want to be a laser test? Do you want to be a funnel test? Do you want it to be a gel test? Like, you gotta make up your mind here. Like, just start with one, maybe two, different elements, and build a whole test around that. Another thing, I would say, so you start off in this area with gel, okay, and then you go into a completely new area with lasers, and then you go up to this funnel, and this button, right? You can remove this button in this laser field, and the test doesn't change, right? It doesn't really do anything different. And then you come down here, and you have this entire waiting area. Basically, there's not much of a puzzle here, so that's a new area. Then you take this faith plate, and you have this long, dark hallway, which most people are just going to walk across, which is not good. And then you have orange gel again. And you go back around, and you have more pistons moving you around the test. And then that's basically the test then. So, like, there's like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ideas, 5 different rooms, 5 different tests in this, 5 different themes. So I would try just limit yourself to 1, maybe 2 rooms, and just build a puzzle in those rooms. That would be a good start for you. Another thing is, like, um, there's a lot of, I guess, dead space in this test. Like this area is really big. You don't need it to be this big. You have all of this here, which is not really needed. You can shrink this down, right? If I spawn this cube back, you can still do this and open up a panel maybe over here. So this panel is moved here. And then that way you could have, or even better yet, if you still want to do this exact design, you could have this activate a funnel, that funnel here, and it leads you up into the next area. And you know what, since like this goes up and then this goes back down, you can completely remove that. Just have a panel here that leads you straight down to this area. So that way these two areas would be closely connected. And remember before I said you could use a laser here, right? And maybe this could like activate the pistons. So SV portal placement, never fail. So I could do that, and maybe there'd be like a laser receiver here, which will turn on this piston, so I could go across. And then maybe here there'd be a cube, or I don't know. Yeah, actually yeah. And then you could do that to go across. And then maybe there'd be like another portal here that you could go through, bring this cube, and put it there. And that would help with the area of this test. So you're reusing that elements more. And like whenever you have like these long hallways, these long tunnels, like try to find a better way to shrink down your test, because nobody wants to do these. You know, you could portal across like that, which would be slightly better if you have to do something like that. But I would recommend just avoiding that all the way through. Another good thing you could do is play other people's tests who are like who like know what they're doing. So I could recommend you some I guess test designers who I know do who I know do a good job designing tests. But I guess I will do it for this. So yeah, it's just going to take a lot of practice learning how to build tests, trying to minimize as much area, because you want the test to be as small as possible, basically, but still fun. So I don't know, I hope that helps.